Hello friends, this video on gravitation part 9 is brought to you by examfear.com. No more fear from exam. Please make sure that you have watched all the videos from part 1 to part 8 before going ahead with part 9. We'll solve certain problems to clarify the idea of potential energy or gravitational potential energy which we studied till now. So let us look at problem number 1. It says two Earth satellites A and B, each of mass m, are to be launched into circular orbits above Earth's surface at altitudes 6,400 km and 1.92 into 10 to the power 4 kilometers respectively. The radius of the Earth is 6400 kilometers. Find the ratio of their potential energies and the ratio of their kinetic energies. Which one has greater total energy? So let us first consider the first part. The first part asks us to find out the ratio of their potential energies. So what all are given here? Mass of A, the first satellite, is m. Mass of the second satellite B is also equal to m. Now they are launched in circular orbits above Earth's surface at altitudes 6,400 kilometers and 1.92 into 10 to the power 4 kilometers. That means the height for A is equal to 6400 kilometers and the height for B is equal to 1.92 into 10 to the power 4 kilometers. Now radius of the Earth, that is RE, is equal to 6400 kilometers. So we have to find out the ratio of the potential energies. See, when I say this is the Earth and this is a satellite, let us suppose. So the satellite is would be moving around the Earth somewhat like this, right? So it says that they are launched into circular orbits above Earth's surface at altitudes 6,400 km. That means when I talk of h would mean this distance. But when I calculate the distance between Earth and the satellite, it would be the radius of the Earth plus the height of the satellite, correct? So we can say that let us calculate the potential energy first. So potential energy is equal to minus G capital M into small m divided by R. That is the total distance. R is the distance of the satellite from the Earth. So what would be the distance? It would be the radius of the Earth plus the height of that particular satellite. This capital M is the mass of the Earth. Now let us calculate the potential energy for A and then for B. So for A, the potential energy would be equal to minus G ME into M divided by RE plus H. That means 6400 plus HA. HA is again 6400. So this will be minus GME into M divided by 12800. Now we will calculate the potential energy for B. That would be potential energy for B is equal to minus GME into M divided by RE is again 6400 plus 1.92 into 10 to the power 4. So this comes out to be minus GME into M divided by 6400 plus 19200. The ratio of potential energies, that is the ratio of potential energies, would be equal to potential energy of A divided by potential energy of B. So this would be equal to minus G ME into M divided by 12800 into 6400 plus 19200 divided by minus G ME into M. So these two will get cancelled. So this value comes out to be 2 by 1, that is equal to 2:1. Therefore, the ratio of the potential energies is equal to 2:1. So in this case, all you need to understand is what would be the distance. I mean, this thing should be clear. Like when you are calculating potential energy, it is minus GME into M divided by R, where R is the distance between the satellite and the Earth. And the question said that the satellite is at a height of 6400 kilometer above the surface of the Earth. That means the total distance would be the radius of the Earth, that is, this is the radius of the Earth and this is the height of the satellite. So the total distance of satellite from Earth would be RE plus H. So this is how we calculated the ratio of the potential energy. So till now we solved the first part, right? We found the ratio of the potential energy. Now let us try to find the ratio of the kinetic energies. So for that, what we will do? First of all, we will calculate the kinetic energy of the satellite A. So kinetic energy of satellite A would be equal to G capital M into small m divided by 2 into R. So again, what is this? This would be nothing but 12800, right? Now similarly, we will calculate the kinetic energy of satellite B. Let us denote that by KB. So even this would become capital G into M into small m divided by 2 into 1.92 into 10 to the power 4 plus 6400. So the same rule applies here also. Here you can see that this R, what is this R? This is the radius of the Earth plus the distance of the satellite. As I already explained before, that let us suppose if this is the Earth. So this is the radius of the Earth, right? And let us suppose this is your satellite. So this distance plus this distance would be the total R. That means the total distance of the satellite from the center of the Earth. That means it is the radius of the Earth plus the height of the satellite from the surface of the Earth. So we applied the same rule for A as well as B. Fine, now let us calculate the ratio. So the ratio would be Ka by Kb. So now if you divide this by this, you would get G capital M into small m divided by 2 into 12800 into 2 into 1.92 into 10 to the power 4 plus 6400 divided by G into capital M into small m. So these three terms will get cancelled. This 2 will get cancelled with this 2. So we find that this value comes out to be 2 by 1. So the ratio is again 2:1. So the ratio of the kinetic energies of A and B is nothing but 2:1. Now what does the last part of the question asks? It asks which one has greater total energy. Let us look at that. Now what would be the total energy of A? As per the expression, we know that the total energy would be minus G into capital M into small m divided by 2R, where R is equal to 12800, right? This is the value of R. Okay. Now, similarly, let us write what would be the total energy of B. So we'll apply the same formula. G minus G into capital M into small m divided by 2R. But in this case, R would be 1.92 into 10 to the power 4 plus 6400. So this would be the value of R. Now if I ask you which will have greater total energy. See, if you compare these two, both have the same numerator, right? So the one whose denominator is smaller would have more total energy. So you can see the value of R. The denominator is dependent on the value of R. So the one which has lesser value of R will have greater energy. So R is more in which case? The value of R is more for this, right? So the value of R is more for A. That means the total energy for A would be less. Therefore, which has greater energy? Total energy of B is greater than A. Fine. Okay, so now we'll go ahead and look further on different topics. Thank you. Please visit examfear.com to watch free educational videos, try free online tests, get the best quality study materials, study from the best tutors and mentors, and much more. Thank you once again.